たまには私も妄想ぐらいする。でも世界が一つだと誰が証明した？
鈴葉の言葉と俺のリーディングシュタイナーが。
正体不明のタイムトラベラーと原因不明の特殊能力ね。
鈴葉は正体不明では。
彼女が橋田の娘かどうかは誰にも証明できない。2036年から来たかも、ディストピアのことも証明できない。実際に2036年にならないとね。
Evidence kind of suggested that she was. There was too many things that were obvious. Like the name of the future gadget, the button, brooch, fucking badge, whatever the hell it was. His nickname. A lot of stuff.
そもそも、もしリーディングシュタイナーが正しいなら、あらゆる人間の記憶があんたの主観に引きずられてることになる。そんなの無理がありすぎる。もしそうだったら、岡部は文字通り神よ。
Hell yeah.
でも現実には神なんていない。世界はあんたを中心に回っているわけじゃない。あんたの脳がそう錯覚させているだけ。
Oh, whoa, that was loud. That was also quite painful. Jesus.
世界にとってあんたが神だというなら、同体積の脳を持つ私も世界にとって神になれるわけで。
何が言いたいんだ？
仮に岡部の主観が私が死ぬ世界線を選んだとして、私の主観も同じように私が死ぬ世界線を選ぶとは限らない。それは私の主観がここに存在していることからもわかる。すでにこの世界線は私が死なない世界線なわけだから。あんたの主観がベータ世界線に行ってしまっても、私の主観はここに留まることだってできるのかもしれない。精神はどこにあるかって話。そして私は私の精神をあんたの好きにさせたくない。
科学者とは思えないほどのファンタジーな理論だ。
でも可能性はゼロじゃない。だからあんたは何も心配する必要はない。
Kurusu smiles. How can she smile? I just told her that she's going to die.
私を見殺しにできないって言って悩んでるのよね。でも今の私の仮説で言えば、私は別の可能性世界線で生き続けていける。だからそもそも岡部は悩む必要なんてない。
仮説は仮説だ。
アトラクタフィールド理論だって仮説。まだ誰にも何も証明されてないから。2036年時点では証明されていたとしても、その証明を今の私たちは確認できないから。そう考えれば未来の可能性は無限よ。
Kurusu turns her back to me after finishing. It's an armchair theory. A daring armchair theory that could quite possibly render quite possibly render meaningless everything I've done up to now. God, that threw me off. How can Kurusu stay so calm? She's just an 18-year-old girl.
ちなみに心配なんかしてくれなくてもいいから。岡部にそんなことされたら結構プライド傷つく。
そんな言い方。
Oh. Ooh. I'm trying to think. If I'm going for Kurusu's ending, I might just ignore Mayuri's phone call, but then answer it on the true ending path. Yeah, I'll ignore it.
電話鳴ってるけど。
Your phone's ringing.
参りからだ。
出てあげなさいよ。なんで私に遠慮してるの？
Oh, okay.
もしもし。
Oh, she still looks so sad.
マユリか。
Displayed on the screen is Mayuri's face, devoid of its usual brightness for some reason.
どうした？
ダル君から聞いたんだ。オカリンがなんだか変だったって。マユシーはコミマに夢中になってて、オカリンのことよく見ててあげられなかったね。いつもならオカ かりんが元気なかったらすぐに気づくのに。ごめんね。
Don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong.
でね、何かあったの？オカリン？
I can't tell her. I can't. I've kept it a secret from her all this time. That's the way it has to be.
ないよ。
そっか。前はよくマユシーにいろんな話してくれたよね。例えば、機関には幹部が4人いて、それぞれゲップとスダチと声優とジャコだっけ。
玄武とスザクと清流と白虎だ。
そうそう、それ。そういうね、オカリンのお話、とっても面白かったな。でも、ねえ、オカリン。マユシーのこと、重荷に感じてたら、言ってね。
そんなこと。
じゃあ、とりあえず切るね。もしマユシーにいろいろお話ししたいなって思ったら、いつでも電話してくれていいからね。じゃあ、トゥットゥルー。
She hung up on me.
まゆり、なんだって？
あいつ何が重荷だよ。勝手に自分を責めやがって。ふざけるなよ、くそ。いつもは空気を読めないくせに、なんでこういう時だけ。
重荷ね。
俺は一度だってマユリを重荷に感じたことはない。
だったらそれをはっきり言ってあげればいい。
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to leave Mayuri in the dark. She never looks like she's thinking anything, and yet she saw my doubt. Either way, I can't tell her the truth.
岡部、
Prussi's eyes then glares at me.
これまでのあんたなら悩んだりしなかったはず。とりあえずまゆりに会いに行くべき。あの子だっていろいろ思うところがあるんだろうし。
She's right. Even if I don't tell Mayuri the truth, I need to at least tell her something. I'll postpone my decision and go see Mayuri. Okay. Yeah, this is a part that made me tear up. This afternoon, on the first day of Coming, the crowds are finally beginning to thin out. Of course, the industry booths and cosplay area are still packed, but at least I don't have to wait in line to get in. Been trying to get in touch with Mayuri for a while now, but she hasn't responded. I checked with Daru, but she hasn't seen her today either. He hasn't seen her today either. Cosplay ends at 4 PM. I focus on searching the cosplay area until then, but I still can't find her. Maybe she finished early and went home. I tried calling her home, no luck. They said they haven't seen her since she left this morning. Where is she? I'm always afraid that she'll disappear the second I take my eyes off of her. It's been like that ever since she lost her grandma, or grandmother. Maybe it's just my imagination. We've been so close for so long, I saw Mayuri at her weakest and most vulnerable. Maybe that has made me overprotective. But I don't care how other people see us. I just can't leave Mayuri alone. I step into the cemetery, the final resting place of Mayuri's beloved grandmother. When was the last time I came here? For about a year, after Mayuri became my hostage, I'd periodically accompany her here. I don't think I've been here since I entered high school, so it's been about 3 or 4 years. As I get closer to Mayuri's grandmother's grave, I begin to hear a voice. It's Mayuri. I'd recognize her voice anywhere. Sounds like she's talking to someone. I approach quietly.
ねえ、おばあちゃん。
Mayuri's standing there talking to the grave. What a relief. She hasn't disappeared. I decide to watch silently from a short distance away.
最近ね、怖い夢をよく見るんだ。
For a second I wonder if she's learned to commune with the dead, but no, she's just talking to herself.
その夢の中ではね、いつもマユシーはひどい目に遭うの。ピストルでバーンって撃たれたり、車の事故に巻き込まれたり、電車にひかれたり。
Nani? Don't tell me.
まるで本当のことみたいで すごく痛くて、すごく悲しくて、誰か助けてって一生懸命声を出そうとするけど出せなくて、どうしてそんな夢見るのかな。
Does she remember her deaths? All of them? Is she inheriting memories like I do?
でね、
Ah,
その
bollocks.
夢の最後はいつも決まってるの。マユシーが泣いてるとね、オカリンが助けに来てくれるんだ。マユシーはオカリンにありがとうありがとうって言うんだけど、その声もオカリンには聞こえてなくて、オカリンはマユシーを抱きしめてとっても悲しそうな顔をしてた。泣いちゃいそうだけど絶対に泣かなくてね。でも一生懸命我慢してるのがわかるの。
Come to think of it, both Faris and Lukaku remembered their memories from before the past changed. They used to think that memories couldn't be shared between world lines. They used to think that I was the exception with reading Steiner. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe everyone has the same power, and the only difference is how strong it is. Maybe reading Steiner is nothing special at all.
だからマユシーも悲しくなってごめんねごめんねって言うけど、やっぱり声は届かなくて。
I would still say that reading Steiner is something special. I think he has a more potent version of it than anybody else. He can remember everything, not just hazy details that make it seem like a dream. But if everybody has reading Steiner, then in reality everybody would be able to time leap. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that was kind of proven in Lukaku's ending, because she time leapt so she could cosplay for Mayuri on her ending.
そこでいつも目が覚めるんだ。
That's the only time someone other than Okabe actually time leapt, though.
どうしてこんな夢見るのかな。
I've failed so many times to save her. I've watched her die again and again. Everything I've done has been to prevent that from happening, and yet, have the memories of those deaths been tormenting her as she sleeps? I bite my lip in frustration. I still have a terrible decision to make. Do I save Mayuri, or do I save Kurisu? Well, I've already done one of those, so it'll be the other one I'm doing. There's no perfect ending here. I can't save them both. I'm still hoping that I can, and that is what the true ending is. I really hope. It's one or the other. If I choose Kurisu, then Mayuri's dreams will become reality. I don't want Mayuri to feel any pain. Until now, I've thought only of saving her. That is my goal. At the same time, I can't let Kurisu die. Again, my thoughts hit the same dead end. Mayuri hasn't noticed me yet. She's still staring at the sky, just as she was on the day I took her hostage. She's talking to her grandmother in heaven.
あ、そうそう。最近ラボメンがすごく増えたんだよ。クリスちゃんでしょ、萌香さん、ルカ君、フェリスちゃん、それともう引っ越しちゃっていないけどすずさん。8人だよ。すごいね。
On this world line, they all became lab mems. However, not a single one of them has sent an email.
最初はオカリンとマユシーの2人だけだったのにね。ラボができたばっかりの頃はね、オカリンはあんまり面白そうじゃなかったけど、最近はね、とっても楽しそうなんだよ。
Is that how she sees it? Well, she's not wrong. Does she really know me? God, she really does know me, doesn't she?
そんなオカリンを見てるとね、マユシーも嬉しくなってニコニコできるの。それにね、賑やかだとウキウキしてくるし、特にクリスちゃんはね、アメリカの有名な本に論文が載ったりしてとっても頭がいいんだよ。マユシーは憧れちゃうのです。タイムマシンだって作っちゃうぐらいなんだから。あ、 これはオカリンとダルくんも一緒に作ってたけどね。
Then Mayuri falls silent. Her gaze becomes distant. She stands still and looks up to the sky. What could she be thinking?
でもね、たまに思うんだ。最初マユシーが押しかけてラボに二人きりだった時のこと。学校が終わってラボに行くとね、オカリンはいないの。でね、お部屋の片付けしたり可愛い小物を飾り付けたりしてるうちにオカリンが少し遅れてやってきて、マユシーがおかえりって言うと、オカリンはただいまとは言わなくて、ご苦労って偉そうに答えてた。その後は毎日2時間ぐらい2人でぼんやり過ごして、一緒に電車でお家に帰るの。その2時間はね、会話なんてほとんどなくて、でも嫌な沈黙とかじゃなくて、ただそこにいるっていう感じで、2人で並んでソファーに座って、オカリンはラボの作戦計画書みたいなのを書いてて、マユシーは漫画読んだりゲームしたりして、たまに思い出したようにね、一緒にお菓子を食べてた。とてもゆっくり優しく時間が流れてて、それでもいいかななんて思ったり、まるでマユシーは本当に人質になっちゃったみたいだなとかふと思って、一人でえへへって笑ったりオカリンはニコニコしてるマユシーを見てね、こういうの。
I remember. It was 4 months ago, still spring. The lab wasn't as lively as it is now, it was an isolated bubble of slow-moving time.
何かいいことでもあったのか？
あのね、いいことはなかったけど、あったよ。
Jeez.
幻想を見たのかな？それはもしかすると機関の幹部の一人、通称イリュージョンコンダクターからの攻撃である可能性がある。
そっか、じゃあ気をつけなきゃ。でもね、きっとそのイリュージョンコダクさんっていう人は、
コダクさんではない、コンダクターだ。
その人はきっと悪い人じゃないと思うな。
It was nothing, just meaningless chatter to pass the time.
それはマユシーにはすごく心地よくて、なんだか泣きそうなくらい嬉しくて、このままずっと続いてほしいなって思ってた。あ、今の賑やかさが嫌ってわけじゃないんだよ。
Mayuri shakes her head in denial. Finally, she stops looking at the sky and bows her head instead.
最近ね、オカリンと話す時間ちょっと減っちゃった。だからね、
Oops.
マユシーは寂しくなっちゃったのかもしれないね。
It's true, I haven't had time to talk to her lately. But that's because I've been fighting to prevent her death. To keep her dreams from coming true. Technically they'd be nightmares, would they not? Also that Mayuri keeps smiling. I never again want to see her cry like she did on the day her grandmother died.
でもね、オカリンの重荷にはなりたくないんだ。
That word again. Burden. I never thought of her as a burden.
マユシーはいつもオカリンに迷惑かけてばっかりだからね、おばあちゃん。
Mayuri lifts her face once more.
いつまでもこのままじゃいられないよね。
このままでいい。
Oh? When I finally speak to Mayuri, she turns my way with a surprised expression. Her face is so soft, so innocent. Slowly, her lips curve into a smile.
すごいね。どうしてここにいるってわかったの？
人質がどこにいるのか俺は常に把握しているのだ。
人質。
だからお前は俺の手からは逃れられん。絶対にだ。そっか。
でもね、あんまり無理したらダメだよ。マユシーはね、ちょっぴり心配なのです。
お前に心配されるほどこの法王院京馬はヤワではないのだ。マユリ、話せる時が来たら全て話す。
ほえ？
だからそれまでお前は何も変わらずにいてくれ。
Mayuri stands up and turns to the grave once more. As an offering, she leaves a brand new white lily as well as some dango dumplings.
オカリ、帰ろう。
帰る前に団子を食べるんだろ。
Back when we used to visit the cemetery together, it was part of our daily routine to eat dango on the way back.
もちろんだよ。
There we go. Day 16. Akiba is empty again today. The otaku have all made the exodus to Komima for the second day of battle. But come nightfall, they will return to Akiba like a victorious army laden with spoils, and the streets will be chaos. I know Daru has gone to Komima. The question is, has Mayuri? Well, we now know that she hasn't. Yeah, because we have been to the future. Maybe on this ending she does go to Komima for 2 days, but I don't think she does. I hope she has. I want things to be normal again. No, the reason she doesn't go is because she didn't want to be having fun when Okabe was suffering. It's something like that. I remember what I heard yesterday, the feelings Mayuri expressed at her grandmother's grave. The events of the last few weeks have affected her as well. After I escorted Mayuri home from the cemetery, I spent the whole night racking my brain for a third option, a way out of this mess. My thoughts were a jumble, ideas coming and going, too fast to judge which were right and which were wrong. But of course, there isn't a right choice here. For in the end, it always comes back to the same question: who do I let die? And no matter how I try to dance around it, the answer is always the same. I can't choose. Is there no one else who can make this decision? No, even if there were, I know I'd never accept their choice, whichever it happened to be. Once again, I'm heading to for the roof of Radican. I had to get out of the lab. Mayuri or Kurisu might return at any moment, and I can't face them now. I look up at the sky. The clouds are dark and heavy. It could start raining any minute now. I thought that I was alone, but someone was here before me. Kurisu is lying in the middle of the roof, arms and legs spread as if making a snow angel. The image of Kurisu in a pool of blood flashes through my mind. Is she alright? I run towards her, but before I make it halfway, she suddenly sits up and turns to face me.
岡部か。
生きてたか。
You're alive! What a dumb thing to say. Fortunately, it looks like Kurisu didn't hear me. She's busy combing her disheveled hair with her fingers. I breathe a silent sigh of relief.
そっか。
Sokka.
ここだとあんたと会っちゃう可能性があること忘れてた。
Sokka. Isn't that a word in Russian too? Sokka. Maybe not. I'm certain. Mostly from last light. I remember Pavel saying Sokka, I think. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe whatever. Not like it matters. Right, I forgot to return. Oh, right.
何をしていたんだ。
考え事。
そうか。
Was she thinking about her death? I don't know what to say, so I keep my mouth shut. Kurisu appears to be in the same boat. She's staring at the capsule toy dispenser in the corner, her face wearing the usual frown. The awkward silence drags on. When you think about it, Kurisu's fate rests in my hands. My decision will determine whether she lives or dies. Her fantastic hypothesis yesterday was a desperate attempt to construct a scenario where she doesn't die. Even if she believes that her theory is correct, it must be difficult for her to avoid imagining her own death. I force a smile. I'm getting really uncomfortable here.
邪魔になっているようだからな。
Damn, I was expecting a sarcastic remark like, since when do mad scientists have manners, or something. Just then, something cold lands on the tip of my nose. So if I press auto, what happens? Oh god. Okay, it skips. Skipping's quite useful though. Kurisu's scream is drowned out by the roar of the rain.
びっくり。
夕立を甘く見たな。
So... Now safely inside the building, we take a moment to catch our breath. It's been a week since Scissor has time machine disappeared, but Radican is still closed, the lights are off, and it's pretty dark inside.
もっと早く忠告してよ。おかげで下着までびしょ濡れじゃない。
Nice.
右に同じく。この暗さに助けられたな、助手を。
どういう意味？
もしラジカンが営業していたら、今頃お前のあられもない姿が多くの人間の前にあらわにされていただろう。
Even in the dim light, I can tell that Kurisu is scrambling to cover her chest.
あんたも変態だってこと忘れてた。
自分から下着までびしょ濡れだと申告しておいてよく言う。
これ以上口聞かないで。下着の色とかよくも妄想したな。許さないから。
妄想などしてない。
She's too self-conscious, but the colour of her underwear, huh? Gotta be white. Aw.
冷えるか。
だから脱いで乾かせって。ふざけないで。変態の手に引っかかるもんか。
誰もそんなこと言ってないだろう。少し落ち着け。ま、たとえ服を脱いだとしてもこの暗さだから案ずることはない。お前の貧相なヌード姿は誰にも見られることは。
それ以上喋るとあんたの大脳新皮質をポン酢につけて高級料亭で提供してやるんだから。
すまん。
Oh my. Please spare me that horror. Still, these wisecracks are a welcome distraction.
夕立ならすぐにやむわよね。それまで待つか。
I see Kurisu's shadowy form move to sit on the staircase. I sit next to her. I think what I might actually do when it comes to the true ending stuff is I might actually just skip for the most part, because it will have. If I might be able to do it in this session if I just skipped. I don't know though. I didn't really see what that said. I see. Oh right, yeah. I sit next to her.
なんで横に。
Get your own stair.
なんで。
喋るなと言ったのはお前だ、クリスティーナ。
あんまり近くに来ないでよ。今ぐらいの距離が限界だから。これ以上離れるとは言わないけど、これ以上近づいたら押し返すからな。
Our bodies gradually grow cold. We start shivering. Maybe I should take off my wet clothes. But if I do that, Kurisu will just call me a perv again. Better not. My eyes gradually adjust to the darkness. There she is. I can see Kurisu more clearly now. She's huddled up against the wall.
こっちみんな。
バカな。この暗さでは俺がどこを見ているかなどわからないはず。
She have infravision.
やっぱり見てたのか。
Damn, she used leading question on me. That's such a high-level technique. No, because it's from this point is when the ending begins, I think. Yeah. But if what I'm getting at is I might just skip, because then it'll... Well, I won't have to sit through all this again, basically. I avert my eyes from Kurisu and take off my lab coat. That's when I notice my coat is torn at the shoulder.
屋上から避難した時にどこかに引っ掛けたか。
If I was doing it as a separate a separate session, then it's a different story, but...
何。
I would like to finish the game in this session if I can, but we'll see.
いや、上着の肩口が破れかけていた。
岡部ってドジっ子だったの。
俺はマッドサイエンティスト属性であってドジっ子属性など持っていない。
Don't be ridiculous. It seems like forever since I talked to Kurisu as Hahui and Kyoma.
はいはい。
Kurisu suddenly holds out her hand.
ほら、 しなさいよ。
何？
ちょうどソーイングセット持ってるから。
Again, that's so bizarre. Why the fuck of all things would you carry a sewing kit with you? I mean, it's handy to have, I guess, but it's so weird.
ソーイングセットだと？
A sewing set?
お前が？
悪いか。
I hand over my coat as asked.
実験大好きっ子のくせにそんな家庭的なものを？
実験大好きっ子であると同時に家庭的な女の子かもしれないじゃない。
家庭的な女の子なのか？
相対的に見れば家庭的かもね。と言っても日本の女子高生の家庭的女の子指数がどれくらいか知らないけど。
There's an index for that? First I've heard of it. Cruiser skillfully threads the needle despite the darkness.
濡れてるから針が通りにくいな。
I like this song.
偶然持っていたのか？
It's so relaxing. Doesn't make me want to fucking break down either. Like the one that likes to play all the time.
しつこい。そんなに私がソーイングセット持ってたら悪いの？
It's just a really calming song.
悪いとは言っていないが、まるで狙ったかのようだったからな。
Oh, okay.
つまりあんたが服を破ってしまうのを見越してあらかじめ用意していたって言ってもらいたいんですね。わかります。
Wakarimasu.
そんなわけあるか。それと勘違いしないでほしいんだけど、別に好きで縫ってあげてるわけじゃないんだからね。
出たな、積んでるセリフ。
茶化すな。あんたが偶然服を破って私は偶然ソーイングセットを持っていた。だから縫ってあげている。それだけ。
Yeah, okay.
偶然ねえ、まさかお前タイムリープしているということはないよな。
つまりあんたが服を破ってしまったからタイムリープして事前にソーイングセットを用意したって言ってもらいたいんですね。わかります。
I just love how that ends. Wakarimasu.
そんなわけあるか、そんなわけあるか。大事なことなので2回言いました。Understand?
It's still weird that she said understand. Understand? Instead of comprende? Whatever.
確かに。わざわざタイムリープして対策を練るならば、ソーイングセットではなくタオルを用意しておくのが先だからな。
Also, probably wouldn't have been sat outside when it started fucking hailing it down.
何それ、皮肉？文句ばっかり。
After working for a while, Kurusu cuts the string with her teeth and hands me back my coat.
ほら。
Hey, Zesty. How's it going?